Hell though,
What's
like
cuz name?
You ain't got nobody claiming you. Somebody did
WGTV.
it.
He got his name W.I.G TV.
Hello? Yep.
Yo, what's good with it, Jay Diggs?
What's up with it, fam? Y'all doing?
Hey man, coolin', bro. Hey man, we appreciate you coming through, Duff for the Cloud Chaser, bro.
Real. I
Salute,
appreciate
salute. But
it. I'm
Jay
on.
Diggs, we got a lot of questions, bro. Like with the whole, I know you had broke it down like tons of times though, but just so the people don't know, you know what I'm saying, how the song came about, you know, who told you that they wanted to fade?
I mean, it was it was whack. You know, it was all part of. It was all part of his whole little spiel when he was getting on when he called himself going bad on me and my mama. Anyway, you know, he was already defending Blue. Him and Blue and them was in the clubhouse and all. You know, he was upset because somebody when that was going on, you know, he just got to ranting, you know, who is Jay Diggs, man? Jay Diggs, Jay Diggs, mama, blah, blah, blah. She sucked dick. Yeah, yeah. Fuck. Matter of fact, I'm going to make sure it ain't good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I need a fade. And, you know, he just did all the shit. He did all the talk.
Right, right. That's a fact. You know, just like with the Blue Da Vinci situation, like a lot of people don't know that Blue Da Vinci had actually mentioned your name first on the interview. I believe it was with Al Prophet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So can you speak on that? Like Blue mentioning your name and
Yeah,
you felt that you needed to respond.
yeah, that's where it all started.
What made you what felt like what made you
Prophet,
respond though to Blue?
the Al Prophet guy asked Blue, you know, well, Blue, how did the rumor first get out that you were supposed to be a rat? So Blue was telling the story. He said, you know, it all started from Big Meech. He said Big Meech called Jay Diggs and told Jay Diggs that I was a rat bastard. So this was the day that Blue went to court.
He said, told him I was a rat bastard. Hey, man, shout out Death for Cloud Chaser TV, man. You know, I be tapped in.
So, you know, Blue was my partner, Meech was my partner. We was all fam. We all fuck with it. So, you know, the day that Blue went to court and he got his time, he called me right after court and tell me, hey, I got my time. They gave me 5 years, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking to him. So while I'm talking to him, I get to click on the other line, it's Meech. While I'm talking to Blue and me say, hey, you know, Blue went to court today, man. I said, yeah, I got Blue on the line. He said, well, you can click over and tell Blue that I told you he's a rat bastard. So that's what I did. I clicked over. I say, you know, Blue, me say you was a rat bastard. What's going on? So Blue defended himself, and we going back and forth. Me, Meech, and Blue going back and forth. So you know, at the time, Meech whole thing was he didn't say that Blue was never the issue. What his issue was that Blue took a safety valve, which is a deal that says that they'll give you a time reduction if you basically go meet these requirements and you go sit down with the federal government and debrief. You know, so the big question was, Blue was talking about, well, Meech was mad because he thought Blue told about this limo that we all knew about that had $1 million in cash in it and these guns that they went and got. But that wasn't the big thing that Meech was tripping on. So I basically just called in and I told when I was doing the interview, I said, if Blue really want to clear his name, I said, tell Wack to tell Blue to get his debriefing paperwork. So that's the paperwork that he went in that little room when he was talking with the people and when they was asking him questions during the debriefing and his answers. Now that's not public information. So only way he can get that is through his lawyer or some shit like that. So that's all I said. I said, you know, tell Wack. Ask Blue for that if Blue want to clear his name. Tell him to get them statements. So when somebody asked Wack that shit, he took that as the time to just go in on me. You know, at the time, you know, he ain't know who I was, all the shit. But that wasn't no excuse for the shit that he said. So you know, and I took it at face value. You know, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Let's get there. So that's why and then you know, and not only did he say that, he decided to say, oh yeah, matter of fact, I just heard Jay Diggs married to a man, and you know, then he started slandering my name in the whole conversation. It's one thing to say fuck me and whatever.
Right.
Feel, but when you start slandering the nigga name and making up shit, so he really tried to poison the bloodstream of the internet with some bullshit, you know, and thinking he was gonna get away with that shit. Just have motherfuckers just speaking on me like it was just nothing. So you know that's why I attacked this shit with the aggressive. that I'm on. You know, I ain't no clout chaser. I don't give a fuck about this internet. I can do a lot of shit to get clout. But when a motherfucker be that disrespectful, you know what I mean, and at the same time turn around and try to run a nigga name through the mud, what it has to be.
Yeah, man. So, hey, shout out definitely Cloud Chaser TV, man. First off, once again, the whole interview was super solid. But I knew I was remembering shit right. Like Wack could have you like thinking you tripping. I ain't gonna lie sometimes, but you know, Diggs also he addressed the shit Wack said about some niggas like running in his house and you know what I'm saying? Remember he said some niggas pressed him. Hold on.
I wanted to ask you this, bro. Wack was saying some shit like the Blue Da Vinci allegedly made up this story and said he came to your crib and checked you and all this shit. That shit cap or that shit true?
Man, that nigga, listen, last time Blue was at my crib, he was sleeping on my couch type shit. Ain't nobody came to my crib. Anybody check me about nothing, my nigga. Blue is like my son, my nigga. I the shit out of Blue. Blue will not check me for nothing. Nobody around Blue. So all that shit is bullshit. All that they check me, I don't even know where all that shit came from, bro. They niggas got mad because I put the song out, Blue did, and I told the story. But he ain't never said nothing to me about it because it ain't nothing he could say to me about it because it was all true. And like I said, my nigga, in the song. Anyway.
Yeah, man. So there you have it. We got some proper recollection of the events that really happened, and it's a trip. Like you will get to like this shit be like it be hella shit going on, so you'll kind of get confused. Like, damn, what's going on? But man, that nigga say dick. He say Blue Da Vinci like his son, nigga. Oh, mamas, and it's crazy too. That nigga Blue told Wack. But the cold part about it is the situation could have been de-escalated if Wack would have just hopped on the phone in the first place with Blood.